and welcome to a new video. Today we are starting the third and final vlog for September 2025. I had two other vlogs. Number one was a bit short, and number two I know it's going to be long. And then this is number three. This is the 22nd of September. I would have in theory started this yesterday, but since I was doing a readathon, I didn't want to split it up. And this is just like the side quest reading and all my unboxings while I actually do a main vlog. But I don't really have a lot to say to you right now because I gonna edit the last vlog, and then the book I'm in the middle of for this vlog would be The Scorpion and the Night Blossom by Emilio and Chow, which I started this weekend for the readathon. I didn't get to finish it because I ran out of time, but I got like halfway, and then it is reminding me a bit of Demon Slayer. We have this character. I don't even know how to describe it actually. Her mother's dying. She needs to heal her, and then we enter this competition, and then we have a hot dude. But I honestly haven't cared that much for it so far, even though I really want to, because it's so pretty. So I actually don't have high hopes that I will enjoy it in the end. But I don't know if I should complete this today or not. I also have a couple of manga I can read, because in the weekend I didn't read any manga when I was doing the readathon, so I want to catch up on that today as well. But first priority is to edit my vlog, and then we see how much more time I have left of today before I need to go to bed. So we're gonna start with that, and then you should see me soon. I've been very lazy and not updated, and now I think it's been many days, but I actually am not sure. But I know that I have not talked about the books because I usually put them away after I talked about them. So, can I dig this out? I did finish The Scorpion and Night Blossom, because I do believe I said I was reading this. Hopefully I did, and I wasn't really enjoying it that much. Like, I didn't really care for the story. Felt like I couldn't fall into it. Might try it again another time. I didn't really rate it either because I really felt like it's not like I wasn't giving it a fair chance, but I really couldn't get into it. And I don't know if it's because of the book or the writing, it wasn't interesting, or it was because of like the mood I was in when reading it. But I just really felt like I couldn't like get into the story. Might try it again on audio, might not. It is very stunning, so I am hopeful that I'll enjoy more later. Maybe. Then I did read, because I've read really little the last few days, because I haven't really had time. It's so very heavy. But I did read 3 graphic novels / one is manga after I had a readathon in the last vlog, because then I didn't read any, so I read some for the books I read in that. I read Ali by Junji Ito, which was a short story collection by the author. It was good, but like, again, not my favorite. I feel like he has a very particular style, and I absolutely love it, and I love the weirdness of his stories, but like nothing can compare apparently to the first one I read, apparently. Then I read the next in Lord Olympus, which is volume 8. That means I'm now caught up on the series. Volume 9 is coming in October, and I might not read that until it is out in paperback, because I have them all in paperback, and I don't think the paperbacks are coming out at once. This is Persephone and Hades retelling. Really enjoyed this because I feel like it turned a lot of the things in the story that has been going on for a while. And I am excited to see the developments that will come out from this, and I am enjoying it a lot. It was like a little dip, but now it's really good again. And then I also read a graphic novel adaptation to Wizard of Earthsea. This is by Ursula Le Guin, or like, not the artist. The artist is Fred Ford Maham. Ursula is sadly passed away, but this is the graphic novel adaptation, and I thought it was good. I really liked the art. I was very interested in it when I saw that they released a graphic novel adaptation of one of my favorite books. I read it. I enjoyed the story in general. It's like a dragon wing here on the sword, but it's like in gloss kind of, so you can kind of not see it. But I thought it was good, and I think that it captured a lot of the story. Obviously, one of the best parts about Wizard of Earthsea is Ursula's writing. In my opinion, she writes really well, and obviously that disappears a bit in the graphic novel format, but I still thoroughly enjoyed it. I then have started a new audio. The audio I had previously, I finished in the last vlog. Why does my phone have any battery? That is another question. But I started another one which I actually can talk about in this vlog because usually my audios are for other vlogs, but that is A Rebel and a Rose by Catherine Doyle. This is a sequel to The Rose and the Dagger, where like Cloak and Dagger? Rose and the Dagger? I actually can't remember. But in that one we had like cloaks or like thieves and stuff, and then daggers are assassins, and then we have one guy who is an assassin person, and they use like this like a drug-like thing to be assassinating. And then the girl becomes a cloak after her mother dies, and then he's ordered to kill her, but then ends up doing something else. Now, obviously, they already know each other, but now we're establishing more between them, and then more dramas after a while. I felt much more invested, I think, in the first one. I read that obviously for the favorite vlog. This is just a sequel, which I wanted to complete. Freddie Carter reads the audio for the guy point of view, and I am like I feel like the story is not engaging. We're kind of doing, I feel like, very much the same we did in the first one. I just felt much more invested in the first one, even though that was also predictable. So I don't really know how I'm feeling, but I have very little of it left, probably like on less than an hour of listening. So I'll probably finish that tomorrow, and then I'm starting on another audio, which is in theory for another vlog once again. And it's very funny because the last one I finished, which was for another vlog, I was like, oh my god, I don't have an audio. And then this one came in like bam, like the second I thought it came in off hold. And then today I was like, oh my god, when I finish this, what am I going to listen to? I don't have another one. And then today, another one that I had on hold came in. So I'm very lucky with my hosts right now, which is very, very nice. Because usually if I have to fill, I find it hard to know what I'm going to fill the audio time with. Then I had a package. I actually got this yesterday, but as we know, I didn't upload my vlog yesterday, so didn't get to unbox it. I am guessing, as we like to guess before I open them, I think that this is Housewarming Castle Collector's Edition. So let's see if I am, oh, correct. There's very few hardcovers I order, and it is. It is very pretty. Housewarming Castle is shiny and has sprayed edges. So we have very cute papers. Love. And then on the other side, I think, is that the same? It looks like it is maybe another place. I didn't get to see the other one properly. Or maybe just other place reverse. But there is coffeeer in the thing. No, it is different. They are the one, how they stand and look out is the same, but the place on the side is different. Then we have very pretty edges, and I just saw it and I really wanted it. Granted, I do have the favorite editions now, and I do think that is prettier, but I still really fell for this edition. And I'm like, I hope they don't do the rest, because I honestly don't need a full set. But yeah, here is like it's kind of almost purple. I like this edition. This is it US or UK? I was trying to find out. Because the reason I wanted to find out, it is US edition, because I feel like the other new ones are UK. So maybe they didn't get the new covers and that's why they did a different one. But I really enjoyed the book and I really, really love the story. So I think it's fair to have 2 editions. Granted, I am going to probably unhaul like the paperback I bought years ago, because I don't really need that now. I don't need 3, maybe. I think that was it. I'm going to listen to some from Assassin's Quest, which is an audio I have with Erica, which is not for this, but the only vlog it fits to have it in. But we haven't done a progress in a while, so we'll listen to that now. I'm going to play some Genshin. Yeah. I don't remember what else to say. I had to wake up super late. I went to bed 2 days ago, after I had actually gone to bed and took on time of 1 hour so I could wake to post my video. So that is the latest actually in my life. And then stuff is happening at work. And then I am side reading most of my other reading for other vlogs. See you soon. Hello, it is the next day. And I did finish my audio today, which again, why do I keep forgetting the title for this? Not the Dagger or the Rose, the Rebel and the Rose. And I thought that this was a duology. Now I feel like it's going to be a trilogy, because I feel like it didn't end. So I was like, okay. It was fine. I feel like, again, we had very much a similar setup of the first one, where we have certain orders to fulfill, and then we go out on a mission and we meet and work together, and then betrayals happen, and then we are back to where we started again. And now we already done this once, and now we did it twice. Are we going to do it a 3rd time? I felt very okay about it. I feel like it didn't engage me as much. Maybe it was my own fault. Maybe I didn't keep up well enough for this time. Freddie Carter is a good narrator, etc. But I didn't love it, and I ended up giving it a 2.5 compared to the first one, which I gave a 3. And I guess I will probably maybe read the 3rd one on audio, because as I'm borrowing them at the library, it doesn't really cost me that much except time. But yeah, I finished it, and that is what I got to say about that. Now today I did read My Hero Academia. This is volume 41. This is by Koi Horikoshi, obviously. This is second to last volume. We are in a big bed battle. Things are happening. It's very intense and good, but I'm a bit confused of certain things, but we shall see how it wraps up in the last one. Obviously, I know that finished in Japan like a year ago, but for me, the last volume comes out in like 1.5 weeks. Probably not going to read it at once, but definitely before the new year. Then we did, as per usual, get some packages. This is all manga. Some is from the sale that was. I think in the last one we did have a couple of unboxes from that sale. This one I had to buy used, and I thought for a second I got scammed because it just never arrived, and I hope it's in nice condition. So let's see. Here we go. This is Ancient Maker's Bride 10. It looks completely new, so honestly, couldn't tell it was new anyway. It was like kind of out of print and I couldn't get a hold of it and no one could order it. Then I ordered it used on Amazon. I spent more than I usually would have maybe on that volume. And then literally like days later, when they already shipped that, it was available again. And I was like, ugh, it was so annoying. Then we have more. This is from my like sale. So let's see, I need to open it this way, because life. But oh, this is just the next one in my order. So we have Magic and Marshals, Marshall Volume 8. And then we have Love is War Volume 11. Whoosh! Then the next one, which, let's see, this is Apothecary Diaries 8. Love to see that. And that was all. Then the last, which is again manga. Manga's what I buy. Also doesn't count towards my TBR, so you have to done 6. We actually got 7 already, because that one was stocky, this one wasn't. But now we have 6 as well. That's 4 sweet little mangas we are happy to have. I think that is the rest of my order as well. I don't think I have more in that order. So more is probably coming at a point, but like in other like pre-orders. But my next like big haul would be when there's a sale in October for another store. And now I don't have more for you to hear, but I'm just sitting here chilling and probably going to read some from my own vlog. It looks a bit grey and sad here, honestly. But hello, I have finished books for you today. So I read today Emily Wilde's Map of Borderlands. This is the second book in Emily Wilde's trilogy, which follows the scholar called Emily Wilde. And she studies fairies and like the folklore and myths of fairies. But they like we do know they exist. It's not like as if they were studying them in our world. And then there's this dude that is pretty close to her that is also a fairy, and she's involved with his politics in a way. And in the first one, we are like in the Winterlands, etc. And I absolutely love that. Like the first 200 pages of that was perfection. 5 out of 5 stars. Lost me a bit in the end, so I did end up giving it a 4. But I still thoroughly enjoyed it. Was super excited to this. I ran out to get it the same day. And this is the Gummachi pick for this month, September. And Cecilia picked this out because she also loved the first one. I saw that this was on my TBR and was like, you should read it now. And I'm very happy I did. I did enjoy it, but I did not enjoy it as much as the first one. I feel like the thing we are studying now is not as interesting as in the first one. But I do like how it's written in the atmosphere. It reminds me so much of Lady Trent. And I love Lady Trent, and the atmosphere in that is very immaculate. So it does remind me of a lot of that. Just like in Lady Trent we have dragons, and here we have fairies. And I do enjoy like the relationship and the banter and the different personalities and the way it's written a lot. I just found that the story itself is just not like as engaging and interesting as I want it to be. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like the way I love the first one was very much like the winter atmosphere really got to me. While like not a lot of happening, because it's like a cozy, slow-paced kind of like study, right? And the same with this, where I didn't feel like the atmosphere was as good, and that's why I didn't love it as much. But I still thoroughly enjoyed it and do think it's a very strong and good book. And I'm excited for the third one. The third one has been out for a while, but obviously I am collecting them in these, I think it's called B format paperbacks. And that was coming out the 11th of November. I could in theory borrow it now and read it, because I did read it on my e-reader anyway. But I'm going to just wait a bit. November's not that far off, and I don't really have time to read it now anyway. But I did thoroughly enjoy it. And I did give it like 3.5 because I feel like it wasn't even a 4 for me, but I still enjoyed it a lot. Like 3.5 sounds very little, but I did run it up to 4 maybe. I don't remember. But yeah, so I read that, and then I could read a manga. So I did read Jujutsu Kaisen 26. And honestly, all I got to say is that why do I exist to suffer like this? I knew it was gonna happen, and I know this spoiler for a really, really long time, but it didn't still not prepare me for the pain. Still thoroughly enjoyed this series, even though it is a bit confusing and a lot of like math stuff in a way and physics stuff in it. But we are these people that kill curses in a way, or we hunt curses with different techniques, and we have been in very many battles, etc. And I lost a bit overview of a lot of things, but I am still going to read it obviously till its end, and then maybe do a reread later with everything closer together. But yeah, this was a lot of suffering. Then I don't really have more for you here because I haven't really started anything new, and what I'm going to start tomorrow is not for this vlog. And then I haven't found any day stuff or any live stuff, even though I definitely could have, but I haven't really been doing much. Chilling, and the show I'm watching right now is Sex Education, which I've been rewatching, which I have mentioned before, I think. So yeah, there's 2 days left of September, so we should see how much I get to do in this vlog for that. But other than that, you should see me soon. Hello, it is right before bedtime on the last day of September, so we need to end this vlog. And I know that this last vlog for September was not a lot. Like the first one was medium length and next was super long, and then this is just like probably super short. In reality, because I haven't read a lot for this vlog, but in October I'm starting more reads that will be fitting for like the side quest vlog throughout the month. But before we go, I obviously got some packages, which is exciting, and I know ish what they are, so we can open them and then we will leave. This is a manga, which it's been a while since the last volume, but it is Whisper Me a Love Song, and this is volume 9, the most recent release. Honestly, now I hit anime, really. Maybe it would be more fun to watch that, honestly. But it's like musicians, it is gay. Whoa, we love. I don't really actually love it, but I am reading it. So when I said we love, it was a bit of a lie. Then we have Fairlude, which is, I call it a bit of an impulse buy. It was really because they released the editions and I thought they were absolutely gorgeous. But I haven't actually read the series, and I am a bit skeptical sometimes buying books, especially older series like this, because I have had, for the last few months, over the last past year, read a lot of like older releases, and I am done not all of them, but some have been, can be smashing. These were so gorgeous and I bought them and had a fork to them, but now sitting with them now, I'm like, will I enjoy them? But at least they're very pretty. So let's look at them. It was a really bad showing, but we are used to that. So we have the first, which are in this. So we do this. I just think that these are gorgeous. Like, this art speaks to me for some reason, like so heavily. So we have Unearthly, sorry, by Cynthia Hand. One of the authors of My Lady Jane, which I did enjoy at its time. But this is just it's so gorgeous. It looks like the perfect like manga art. And inside is like this. And then it's like this naked. So this is number 1. I know it's like YA paranormal. Clara has known she's part angel since she turned 14 2 years ago. And then she meets Christian, and then there's drama. And I fell in love with these editions. Like, the original ones are absolutely horrendous. And it sounded fun. And I was sitting there for a long time really like thinking, do I need them? No. Will I enjoy them? Don't know. But they are just so gorgeous. So now look at the next one. If I can open it. Help. So the next one, I'm struggling, is Helloooo. Again, super gorgeous art. And then we have this, and then this, and then this. I bought this a while ago and I can't actually remember exactly when, but it is like some months ago. It was like in March, maybe? Not 100% sure. So let's look at this as well. So then we have Boundless. Again, the art absolutely gorgeous. And then we do this. And then this. I love them. And then we look at the edges all together. Look at them. It's really pretty edges. I just really truly love the look of these. Like the art is just something again that speaks to me a lot. This exact art style, which is for me incredibly pretty. And again, I don't know if this is like a really good YA series, but I hope that I can just have a grand time with it, especially since like I'm loving Twilight so much again. Or like I always loved it, but then I felt like I had to hate it and now I love it again. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Look at that. That's so pretty. And hopefully I enjoyed it. If you read them, I would love to know if you enjoyed them. And if you are just here to chill in this video, leave an angel emoji down below if you enjoyed this. And you should see me soon in a new one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!